Hello! 2013 has been another weird and wonderful year on Reddit, and so Poem for Your Sprog and I have collaborated together and worked on a poem which I'm going to illustrate and then read aloud for you now, which just goes over some of the best bits of Reddit. I hope you enjoy the poem.
When spring had sprung with speed and went, it seemed to us we'd barely spent a moment there at all before the seasons moved through months and more. They dashed and fast and passed us by through March and May and June, July, and all the rest and best besides, until at last on stranger tides we'd landed lost as days moved on, and wondered where the time had gone. And so it was on New Year's Eve, December wrapped and set to leave, that Poem for Your Sprog and I, in partnership, had thought to try a simple plan to scour the sight, to reminisce for your delight the very best of recent times through perfect art and awkward rhymes, that passed in threads across the year, in AMAs from there to here, all pics and gifts and posts and notes, with heaps of praise and gilded votes. To wit, a bit of wit to whet your appetite, we hope, and yet it wasn't long before we knew there wasn't maybe one or two events that rose and stood apart, but lots and more, and so we start. A safe with doors of shining steel and combo locks and solid seal had Reddit trapped and caught in a thrall till nothing more had come at all. In every corner of the site they whispered in the dark at night, a question asked on every thread, "But what's inside the safe?" they said. And then at last it came to be, when opened up for all to see, with satisfied, contented glee, it held, well, nothing actually. We've had our share of guests who've stayed, or figures raised and Reddit made, like Snoop, that is, in Trees Abound, or Schwarzenegger, fitness found. We'd Unidan to call as needs, or girls with gnomes for other deeds, and stories shared to all and free, or shitty wild sketch rivalry. We watched as Reddit grew and turned, while Morgan Freeman crashed and burned, as subs were moved aside across, to no effect or sense of loss, a default sub or two dismissed, alas euphoric atheist. The NSA had spied, and worse, 1,000 threads were heard to curse, as freedom failed and fell abused, they tracked the words we'd never used. I'll close with one more day's event, a simple tale to represent a different side of Reddit's year, but one I'm glad to share in here. When cancer struck a child of 2, her parents, lost for things to do, had helped to cut and fix and shape a message sent in sticky tape, a small request for something more that Reddit filled when Reddit saw. A little act you'd think, and such, it's not a lot, it's nothing much, but strange as all we helped them cope, we sent them cheese and dough and hope. I'll say when mocked for ill repute, for foolishness and poor pursuit, our recent sleuthing springs to mind, but better left, I think, behind. Remember this and you'll agree, there is, at least it seems to me, throughout this site for all to see, a fairly fine community. And so to friends from every part we'll raise a glass with hand on heart, and speak a word or two to toast these final days from coast to coast. The future only time can tell, we'll bid this year a fond farewell. We'll toast your warmth before we're through, and company, well, most of you, your wit and heart, your charm, your time, to next year, friends, and next year's rhyme.
So that was it. I hope you liked it. If you'd like to win the paintings, as usual, then just like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I think next week, or perhaps sometime soon, I'm going to do another one of these. Hopefully with Poem for Your Sprog again, because that was fun. And also, perhaps 1 or 2 very special guest appearances. And I think you'd like to see it.